What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about why Gronk retired. We need to have this conversation, y'all. We need to have this conversation. Why did Gronk decide to pack it all in and say, I don't want to do this no more? We need to come to that realization right now. Tony 2 times, what's up? I see you. A lot of people want to know, why did the Gronk monster walk away from the game and say, I've had enough? Well, I'm here to tell you. Gronk and the New England Patriots, they love Gronk. And they had 2 tight ends, Rob Gronkowski and they had Aaron Hernandez. Hernandez, everybody thought was the best tight end in the world. Aaron Hernandez was just incredible on the field. And he was going to be better than Gronk. Well, at least he's honest. We'll give that Hassan guy that. And Aaron Hernandez, they were going to pay both guys. They had both tandems. But when it was coming up for the big deal, they were going to pick Hernandez. They were not going to keep Gronk and Hernandez. They was like, we cannot lose Aaron Hernandez. Gronk was great. But Aaron Hernandez, he is just second nature. We got to keep him. So they were going to keep Hernandez. Once the situations happened with Aaron, they were forced and said, you know what? We're Gronk all the way now. At least we got Gronk. Thank God. We got Gronkowski. So they had to pay Gronkowski, and Brady was like, definitely you pay Gronkowski. You know, the guy missed like 2 Super Bowls, you know, and they won one without him. He got injured in another. You know, it's been a rough injury-plagued couple of seasons for Gronk. And this is a guy who came out of Buffalo, hometown guy, Buffalo, New York. And he thought the Bills were going to draft him, and they passed on him. And he's been torching them ever since. Now, Gronk gets away with murder, right? He gets to throw parties. He's that college frat guy that celebrates all the time. He rents a boat. But one thing Gronk does on that field is he show up. He gonna play. He's one of the best blocking tight ends there is for the run. He knows that playbook. He knows how to get open. He knows how to make plays. Tom Brady encouraged him to stay out last season when they were having that dispute over pay for Gronkowski, because the New England Patriots is very stern in not paying you. Look at what Tom Brady makes. Tom Brady had to take a pay cut. A pay cut. And I'm like, what do they got to make a cut for? The Patriots ain't got the money? You want this guy to take a pay cut? Tom took a pay cut so that they could win. I don't know if I got your cash yet, Prague. I'm going to have to check it and see. They said, well, we could win now because Tom took this pay cut. But what they use that as the measuring stick for anybody that say, I'm being treated unfairly. Oh, whoa. Tom Brady is the GOAT, and he took a pay cut. Now, you think you're greater than taking a pay cut? I haven't heard the surviving Cardi B thing. I don't know what you're talking about. But after these situations and developments started happening, Gronk wanted a better contract, and Brady was all in his corner, all support towards Gronk. So when Gronk didn't show up, when they had this standard meeting of OTAs and all that, and Gronk set out, Brady set out, they thought they were mad at the coach, and they began defiant. Nope, he wasn't showing up unless something got done. So they came to an agreement so that at the end of the season, Gronk would have a decision to make. And the decision was going to be quite simple. Either the ownership come up with the money and pay and give Gronk what he wants, that extension, that massive extension. They already gave him $40 million, and he missed a lot of games. But he wins you Super Bowls when he's around. But if you're the Patriots, I understand. You do not want to tie up that much money into a guy who gets injured like Gronk. I understand that decision. I understand the business moments of it. I understand every moving part that is related to that issue. But there is a but. There's a great big old but. He's a difference maker. And the tight end you bring in after him, who is it? They're going to have to know the playbooks. They're going to have to know the calls, the audibles. They're going to have to spend an entire summer learning and relearning how to play the position the way the Patriots want you to play it. Because there are going to be some games you don't get balls thrown to you. Your job is to block. Well, they got to make a decision. You know, the time is coming. The clock is ticking. They're going to have to make a decision. Well, the reason why you're going to have to make a decision because it's quite obvious. And I mean quite obvious. Gronk can still play the game. Gronk knows how to play the game. And I don't know if he really stays retired. If the Patriots have to back up that money truck, Gronk could be back. His retirement might be for a year. Look, they talking about bringing Jason Witten back out of retirement. He was retired for 1 year. And they talking about bringing Witten back. Jason Witten retired because he couldn't move nowhere after the catch. So, what are you bringing him back for? He can't move after the catch. He catch the ball, boom, he go down right there. There's no yak for him at all. What are you talking about? YouTube DMs? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, situations have always changed. But, oh yeah, I got an explosive truth behind sports video coming out. That might be the end of me altogether. That should be out earlier today. Well, I might put that later on this afternoon. So let me do that this afternoon, cause that's gonna blow some people's minds. They ain't ready for that. Um, it's morning time, getting ready to do some work. All right. Well, Garden King, I don't know if you made a donation to the Cash App, and anybody who did, thank you. Or you can donate to the Streamlab, whichever one works for you. You can click the link in the description box, hit the Streamlab up, Carcino for Life, or Carcino on the Cash App. You'll find me. It's nerves. The nerves is what's bothering you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry your nerves is bothering. But no, Gronkowski has shown throughout the years he has earned his money. Earned it. More than earned his money. You know I saw Shazam. The movie review is up on the Screen Fiend account. Well, it was determined when the deal was in process that these would be the terms. Exactly. This was a shock to the Patriots. Like he didn't give the team no warning that this was coming. Well, they're gonna force the Patriots to either come back to the table, come up with something to keep Gronk, or keep it moving. Now, next season we'll see what the Patriots do as far as acquiring somebody, because now they're gonna have to think quick and acquire somebody. Obviously, it was planned. They weren't gonna waste any time. Would you waste any time pulling this move? If you're Gronk, this was the ideal move. This was the ideal pitch. This was more than what other people could comprehend. Somebody just sent a Cash App. Chris Norton. When we do the calls, I can call you. I can't do it now because we're on the phone. We're doing it from the phone. So when we actually do it from the actual PC, or the laptop, I'll call it. I'm able to call people on the phone. So when we do the live there, which hopefully is probably later on today, I get a chance to invite other people on. I had to grab some people from the Stream Labs too, so we're gonna keep it going because we got a lot to talk about. Y'all might have a lot of questions after this Truth Behind video comes out. Cowboys aren't stacked. The Cowboys aren't stacked. They do this all the time. Who the Cowboys have on the offensive line? Who the Cowboy has on the defensive line? The Cowboys have had no defense, and they had little. Cowboys have had no defense, and they had little offense as humanly possible to have all these weapons on offense, right? The biggest pickup that they got was the guy from Green Bay. You guys like Cooper. Cooper is good, basically, if he has somebody who can bring him out. But corn on the cob is the only reason that's going to free them up. Now, what I saw was Ezekiel Elliott, who didn't look like the guy from his rookie year. He ain't looked like that since he's been in the league. He's been getting hit a lot. People been on his butt, and they've been forcing Dak to try to pass. And Dak has been missing throws. Now, he hasn't had a lot of turnovers, but they're not scoring a lot of points. And they've had well enough weapons to put up a lot of points. So now they're finna come up with a whole new offensive system. Let's see how this offensive system works with a quarterback who's not accustomed to working as an official, regular passing quarterback. The only thing Dak Prescott has is leadership ability. He's able to have a bad game and shake it off and be like, hey, that's all right. We're going to come back the next game. You talk about him, hey, challenge accepted. I'll take that. I'll come back. And that's what you want to have. He's got great leadership skills. I give Dak Prescott that. He has excellent leadership skills. He's the guy that's going to fight for you in the trenches. The whole nine. Somebody said they clicked on here. Oh, y'all clicked on here to see me without a shirt? Like, Cito ain't getting a shirt. Let's click on this. This video gonna be hot. Y'all are out y'all minds. Trying to get my female subscribers up. I got a bald head. Hey, it's cold out there. The offense is pedestrian with him out there. You got a team that don't even average. They barely average 20 points a game. They don't even average that. The Cowboys averaged, 19 points a game last season? 19? And you got Ezekiel Elliott out there? I mean, you got to look at it. Gronk has played 9 years. He's had a lot of serious injuries. But he's already on track to break like every tight end record there is. I mean, right now, I think Antonio Gates, he got basically all the records. To a lot of people, that's a stat or that's just totally forgotten about. Ooh, yeah, that would have been bad if that fell. And that is the stat of the tight ends. Tight end is a forgotten about category, isn't it? They just neglect that. They just neglect it all the way to its core. And that irritates me. It's like, why would you neglect that? Tight ends have done a lot. They've won Super Bowls. They've done a lot. Gronk is dominant. You really believe completion percentages? Yeah. Because he's throwing away the balls, but he ain't leading in no points category. Completion percentage. You're not averaging 19 points a game, and you got Zeke Elliott, you got Amari Cooper, you got all these weapons out there. Come on. You can't put up more than 19 points a game in this league that's offensive generated? You're not going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. You don't have a defense that can hold. That's why I knew they would be out. That was a no-brainer. You see, everybody talks about defense wins championships. Yeah, defense wins championships, but most cases, it's a running game. Running game wins these championships. Running games break people's backs. See, if you got a good running game, you can write your own ticket. You say no quarterback has more wins than Dak since 2016. Well, let's see. Drew Brees would probably be in that conversation. And let me see. They didn't make the playoffs last year. This year they did, and they won a playoff game. Patrick Mahomes just got here in his first year, and they went to a championship game against the New England Patriots, didn't they? Yeah. His first year, he went to a championship game. He didn't get eliminated in the playoff. I ain't got time to look up Dak Prescott records when he ain't putting up no records. No, the thing is, Zeke Elliott caught everybody by surprise his rookie year. Second year, things slowed down, didn't it? And why did it calm down? Because teams make adjustments. And this is where you find out who's really for real and who really is just there for the moment and had a hot season. We've seen that happen a lot to people. They have a hot season and then they get cooled off. Well, this year he ain't had to worry about it, did he? This year he had a full season. And what happened to Zeke? He's getting popped. He was like number 2 in rushes, but look at his attempts. Now, look at Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley had a great rookie year. Should get rookie of the year. Now let's wait to this season and see what happened with Saquon. Because they really finna put 8 in the box now against them Giants. You know it's coming. They're going to put 8 in the box. Oh, Gronk going to be a WWE star? Of course he would. He was on WWE before. They love Gronk. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, now they got a decision to make. You don't really want to franchise tag him if you Jerry, because now you didn't committed $27 million. But Jerry isn't that convinced about Dak. If he did, he would have already signed Dak. See, Jerry trying to lowball him. But now you can't. After seeing Nick Foles sign for all that money, Dak is going to be looking like, look, I did this and that. And Jerry like, yeah, but we only won a playoff game. Dak's dog bit a woman's finger off. Ooh, that's not going to look good for Dak. Not in his pocketbooks. Trevor Lawrence is going to go to the Cincinnati Bengals. You must don't listen to the games. Tony Romo is doing great sitting up there calling the games. For him to be knowing the plays and know what's going to happen sitting in that booth, he's calling that thing like Johnny Red. He calling like, boom, Johnny on the clock. He called the Super Bowl. He called every play. Oh, this is going to be the walk the dog. Watch. This is going up top. Right, Romo knows it because he played the quarterback. But it's funny that when he was the quarterback and he was actually on the court, he couldn't do any of that stuff. He kept throwing it to the opposition, throwing that fade route, looking at Witten, throwing the Witten, boop, picked off. It's a lot easier when you're sitting up in the booth. Well, Witten is like 185,000 years old. The Cowboys have had great tight ends and they let him go because they want to hold on to Witten because, one, he's a big old white guy that they like and they like to sell magazines and all this other stuff. They love him. They love him. And I don't have no problem with the guy at all. I think he's a great guy. Overall, he's a great human being. You said what great tight ends did they have? They they had a bunch of tight ends that was young out of college that could play, and that they never really got a shot. They was there for a couple of plays, but there's no way you're gonna get any game when Witten's playing. Just wasn't gonna be allowed. So you're not gonna be able to showcase your skills. That's all I'm saying. Oh, now you want me to go off the top of my head and start just pulling tight ends names out of a hat or something. That what we doing right now? Oh, Jay Novacek. Well, Jay Novacek was great. Witten used to could move, but he can't move anymore. So you're looking at a situation in which you got a guy who can't really move, and when you got a guy that can't really move, then what does that say for the rest of the group? You're basically stuck in quicksand. So it is what it is. You just always try to excel and push further than you've done the previous year. I mean, we've all been in a situation where things wasn't perfect. We just always got to do what's best for us. Period. And that's what Gronk is trying to do. He's trying to do what's best for him. He's hustling the game. He's trying to hustle a team that don't want to pay nobody. Look, we've seen it all. Seen that. Seen what comes out of it. Now, I'm going to get ready to explain everybody the movie Us. A lot of people are confused. They don't get it. They don't understand it. So now I got to unconfuse it for them and explain the breakdown and explain to you how it's connected to Get Out. Now, I'm going to do that on Screen Fiend. So if you're not subscribed to Screen Fiend, that's two words, Screen and Fiend. We will be over there. I already did the movie review to it. But now I got to do the breakdown to explain the movie to you. It's finna be live in a couple of minutes. I gotta let this thing charge back up. So it shouldn't give me about 10, 15 minutes. We're gonna let this thing charge up. Oh, my house is like Fort Knox with the cameras. I got cameras everywhere. And that's how somebody come to my door. That's because I wasn't looking at the cameras. So let me get ready because it's finna go down. Don't forget to hit up the Cash App or hit up the Streamlab and make a donation. It all counts. How many of y'all know about the Screen Fiend account? So if you already subscribe to me here, you should already know about the Screen Fiend account. I have another YouTube page called Screen Fiend where we discuss all movies, everything over there. So that's going down today. Today you might get the most videos from Carcino in history. I'm not joking. On all 3 pages. From Screen Fiend, One Crack News, Carcino for Life. Your boy's been working hard. Well, Sean basically run the Boxing Socialist account. But Boxing Socialist, the website, is a collaboration of both of us. That account is mostly for archive purposes only, unless we really get a chance they allow us to really do some things that we really want to do over there. It's mostly for archive purposes. So I don't know what happened yesterday. I guess a lot of people were saying they were having troubles with Streamlab getting in, so they couldn't donate yesterday. But the Cash App is open. Like, if you got Cash App, my name is Carcino on the Cash App. And for those in the Streamlab, I'm going to get at you today. Bruh, man, I saw your donation, so I'll be getting at you. You left a number in there. Shouts out to Tremaine Nelps, J Biz, Matt, Tremaine, Black, Matt again, Rel. So, of course, bro, man, want to talk about the Lakers. We're going to get into all that. But let me go ahead and tackle this. I'm going to get at y'all later.